Okay, I'm in a beautiful little walkway here in Estado de Mexico, and you can see it's lined with various types of trees, some palm trees. So it's a rather pleasant walk here, and a very, very pleasant day for the last day of 2016. You can see the beautiful, some of the trees are flowering, and this is unheard of in some parts of the world where there's snow at this time of year. And here you can easily get away with wearing shorts and a t-shirt on a beautiful day like this. It's about 26 degrees here in this suburb of Mexico City, which is maybe 75 degrees Fahrenheit, or 70 degrees, something like that. And here's another large tree, and it's just a really, really big tree, and you can see it. And on top, there's the palm trees. So you see the flowered tree has grown around the palm tree, which is very, very interesting. And if you see on the bottom, I'm going to walk right up to it because there's traffic. You can see how it's kind of worked its way up and right around this very, very high palm tree. Look at that, way up there. It's just amazing. And another one. And what they've done, or what they do, the gardeners here, is it's very common to carve the plants into various shapes. And you can see one here too. It's kind of carved into I don't know what. And we'll continue with our walk, and you can see here there's a kind of it's a maguey, which is the plant that you make tequila from. And beside that there's this huge cactus. Now I don't know the name of this one or the type, but it's a very weird type. And another kind of tropical plant. So it's a mix of various types of plants and trees and willows and everything else. Now another weird thing is what they do is they paint the trunks white up to a certain height. Now, I don't know really the story behind that, but I think it kind of stops the insects from going up into the tree and infesting the tree. And it's a common, I guess, belief that painting it white prevents the bugs from infesting and maybe killing the trees or making homes out of them. Here's another one of those kind of non-tropical palms. that you usually don't see in the more tropical parts. The plants differ a little bit. And continuing our walk, look at this one. How big it is. Now this is almost as high as I am. And look at the size of these leaves. Just unbelievable. Beautiful green. And ahead of us, you see, now these are the more tropical types of palms. And look at the size of this one. The stalk on this one. It's just as wide as that car. Just unbelievable. And you see the palms up top. And here's one of those larger magueys. Now this one is almost as high as I am. And I'm just going to go in close to this magnificent plant. And I'm going to show you how thick it actually is. And it is kind of thick, and thicker as you kind of go closer down to the stalk. And another thing about these plants is they're quite sharp. They're barbed here on the side. Very, very extremely sharp, and you can really slice yourself up if you somehow manage to fall into these things. Now what they've done with this plant is they've cut the stalks because it was probably growing into the sidewalk. So just to keep it safe for the pedestrians and the dogs and etc., etc. All the life passing by. Now look how big the I don't know if I wish I could put my body across this and you could see the actual size. But this thing is absolutely massive. Just massive. And look at that. Right up, almost more than 3/4 of the way as high as the other tree beside it. And continuing with our walk, another one of those types of palms. It's kind of a weird type of palm, more magueys in front of us. Just look at them, they're just huge. Just beautiful surroundings and an absolutely beautiful day here in this nearby suburb of Mexico City. And please, if your dog poops, scoop. Another beautiful tree in front of us. And another one. Now this one is in the shape, it looks like the shape of a dog. And which makes sense because there's a lot of dogs walking in this part of the community. There's another one there. I think that one looks more like a chicken. continue up. Now this one might be a little familiar for some of you. In what used to be Mexico down in California, you've got this type of palm tree. Again, this one is different also, but you can see the growth from it. This is kind of commonplace on the Pacific side, but again, it's very, very different species if you get a good look at it. But a lot of you might recognize this growth as something familiar to you. I really love doing this little series and showing the real life here in this beautiful country of Mexico. I think the media in some parts of the world is very, well, has misinformed people to a great deal. And I guess I'm just doing this so everybody can see what life really is like here. It's me and family and friends, but mostly me, making these videos for all of you so you can see a bit of reality here. Look at this one. Just absolutely massive, very, very old. Super old. And what they've done, I guess, they were afraid it might fall into the street, so they took it off. They took the top off. And now you can see there's a growth from the top. It's a very huge tree. Very, very beautiful. For those of you who appreciate nature and plants and trees and fresh air, etc. Well, I can't really say much for the fresh air, as there is pollution here. There's 27 million people living here. So those of you with asthma might find it just a little bit difficult, a little bit uncomfortable being here for long periods of time. But for a short time, Mexico City is a great place to be. There's another one there. Okay, and we continue our walk. And that's about it. So I guess I'll see you all in the next video. Bye for now.